Hello and welcome to this reading. In today's reading, we will be looking at messages from your future self. Before we begin, I ask that you take a deep breath and intuitively connect with the piles before you select from pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. All right, let's begin. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Violet Flame. And in this card, I see a light guiding you through the dark. And this light can be your own intuition, your own inner knowing that nothing can stay bad for long, that all things must pass with time, and that you have the strength and resilience to get through it. I'm seeing connection to source, spirit, the universe, whatever you choose to call it. I'm seeing support that you may not see and may not consciously sense, but at least subconsciously know is there. Be that from friends and family here in this lifetime, be that from your guides or angels, be that from your own future self, letting you know that you're not alone in anything you go through. Letting you know that even when things seem dark, even when you feel like you're lost in the shadows, there is still this inner light guiding you. There is still this inner light driving you and quietly reminding you that there's good and more yet to come. So in the Violet Flame, I see that your present self may be going through a difficult time. And I see that your future self is reminding you or trying to reassure you that things are going to get better, that the energy is growing behind you, that the wheel is turning in your favor, that even if you can't see the cogs turning, as things are building behind the scenes, you can rest assured that like a flame, it's growing stronger. I'm seeing that with this specific spark, it may occasionally dim, but it will not go out in this lifetime. I'm seeing that through your own strength, through the lessons you've learned, through the people you've met, and the experiences you've had, this light of inner knowing, this light of grace, comfort, of guidance, yet burns strong, and will continue to do so. Because with each decision you make and each breath you take, you help this flame grow stronger by honoring yourself and the lessons you've learned, the blessings you have, the blessings you hope to and will receive. You keep this inner light burning strong. You keep this connection to your higher self open. And even in these moments of darkness where you can't see, or sometimes you can't see a way out, you're still surrounded by this support that knows there's always a doorway, that knows there's always an exit, there's always another turn in the path, and there's always a hand reaching out to help. Let's get further into your reading. With the next card, we're going to look at what your future self thanks you for. Thank you. In the Three of Swords, I'm seeing that your future self thanks you for growing through the heartaches you've experienced. I see that your future self thanks you for making it through your moments of grief, of heartache, of loss. I see that your future self thanks you for knowing that through these moments of pain, you're growing something better. I see that your future self thanks you for viewing these moments as rain clouds that foster further growth. I'm seeing that future self thanks you for allowing your heart to remain vulnerable. I'm seeing that your future self knows that you've been through great pain and may be currently going through that. And I'm seeing and hearing it's okay, and it's going to be okay. And thank you for not giving up. Thank you for, gosh, I'm tearing up. Thank you for letting yourself be vulnerable. Thank you for letting yourself cry. Thank you for letting yourself embrace lessons hard, large and small. Thank you for acknowledging that for every obstacle in your path, for every time when you've hit a dead end, for every time you've felt lost at the bottom of the well or deep in the darkness of a cave, thank you for continuing to trust you will find the light to bring you back out again. Thank you for trusting yourself. Thank you for trusting the process. Thank you for not letting any heartache break you entirely. Your future self would like you to focus on the Empress. It's interesting, there's 2 3s. In one of the other decks I have, which I'll link below, number 33 represents the horse spirit, which means freedom is yours. And I'm hearing that whatever pain you are going through, have recently gone through, or may yet encounter in the future, you will never be trapped in pain for too long. I'm seeing that you're supported. In this deck, I always see the Empress card almost as the fairy godmother card. I'm seeing that there's somebody watching over you, be that here in this lifetime, be that someone who has gone before you, be that an angel, be that simply the universe. There's someone supporting you, someone who wants to offer you the tools and support to continue on this path to your future self. I'm seeing future self as asking you to focus on what you want your future self to be, how you want your future self to live, how you want your future self to respond to your own dreams and to the people around you. And I'm seeing that both on a level of actually speaking to one another, of taking actions to support the life you want to live, but also in terms of what do you want your emotional response to be to people around you? What do you want your emotional response to be to events in your life? And what can you do now to ensure you have the resiliency and emotional stability, mental stability, physical stability to support these future dreams. I'm also seeing your future self wants you to make wishes, wants you to practice affirmations and manifestation. I'm seeing you do have support for bringing that which you want to manifest into reality. And I'm seeing the best way for you to focus on this is to be deeply in touch with your emotions. And I'm seeing a good way for you to do that. For some of you, that's going to be keeping a dream journal. I'm hearing that very clearly. I'm seeing for some of you, you connect really well when you're out in nature. So I'm seeing you're being asked to spend time outside. I'm really hearing footsteps and walking. I'm hearing the crunch of boots on snow and shoes on leaves and a gravel path. And that may be a little too on the nose. So if that resonates, that message is specifically for you. And if it doesn't, let that slide. Because I'm also seeing another way to focus on that, to connect with that, is through journaling. Either through an app on your phone, actually physically taking pen and paper, typing it into the computer, but somehow recording and reading back what it is you're working on is going to be powerful for you. I'm also hearing, for some of you, you connect best through meditation, either through meditative movement, such as yoga or Tai Chi, or actually pausing, taking that deep breath and connecting with yourself, even if that's as simple as just a few deep breaths with your hand on your heart to recenter. I'm seeing the best way you can support staying focused on building this life that you want is through being emotionally and mentally centered. Future self says the best way for you to release any blockages towards your path is to get grounded. And again, as I just mentioned, I'm seeing that meditation. I'm seeing that connecting with nature. And I've said this in a previous reading, but I'm seeing connecting with nature, which can be difficult in the winter, especially if you live in a place where there's a lot of snow or cold. It can be as simple as bringing in fresh flowers from the grocery store. And it doesn't have to be something expensive. I'm seeing a mental vision of the of the vase I keep on my table, which is usually filled with carnations. I'm seeing it's important to surround yourself with color. Color that has meaning to you. Color that leaves you feeling happy, soft, calm, safe. I'm seeing connecting with water may be useful to you, either by finding a local swimming location, be that indoor or outdoor, depending on where you're located, and what time of year it is when you're watching this video. I'm seeing it may be taking more baths, or taking the time when you bathe yourself to imagine cleansing off that which no longer serves, releasing anything that is no longer in alignment with your highest self. And that can be as simple as asking the water to rinse away any energetic blockages, any perceptions or expectations that are not in alignment with the path you're walking. I'm seeing that it's important that you take that time to acknowledge the perceptions and expectations you have for yourself, and to actively work towards releasing any thought patterns and thinning any cords between yourself and others that are not in alignment with who it is you want to be. So I'm very much seeing in the Get Grounded card and in these other cards that have come out that the best way for you to release that which is not in service of your highest good, that is not in service of reaching this future self that is speaking to you through this reading, is to honor the lessons you've learned and the pain you felt, to acknowledge it, to thank it for the lessons you've learned, but also to release it when you know the time is right. And you'll know. You'll feel it. You'll feel when things are no longer helping you. And that's when you'll know it's time to let it go. In the remaining two cards, I see the final advice from your future self is that you are already making steady progress towards this future version of yourself. And that you don't have to feel you have to rush to reach that highest and best version of you. You don't have to rush to be whoever it is you're seeing yourself becoming. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. I'm hearing the turtle still beat the hare. I'm hearing one foot in front of the other. And 2 steps back, 3 steps forward. And through that, I'm hearing, don't worry about little setbacks. They are simply divine detours. In the Joy and Delight card, I'm hearing you're going to have so many things to make you happy, or rather, that add to your existing happiness. I'm seeing spirits either embodied as fellow humans or as animals that will enter your life, are going to aid you on the path to your highest self, and they are going to bring so much love. For most of you, I'm seeing platonic or familial, but for some, I am seeing this could be a romantic love. And I'm hearing safety, protection, comfort. You are never alone. I'm seeing that the path you're on is going to lead to so much prosperity, not just in terms of monetary abundance, but in terms of having all that you need. And I'm specifically hearing all that you need in terms of creature comforts, in terms of emotional support, in terms of, well, honestly, whatever that means to you. I'm hearing it's going to vary very much across the group that chooses this pile. But I'm hearing very clearly, I'm hearing the sun will come out tomorrow. And also Days in the Sun from the newer Beauty and the Beast. I'm hearing there is always enough. I'm hearing as the flowers grow, so too do you. Which leads me to believe you're going to see an improvement in whatever this pain you're carrying is, no later than next summer. I'm hearing it's actually closer to early spring, if you're watching this at the time it's released. I'm hearing if you're watching this after this has been released, at a different time of year, I'm hearing you're going to see improvement within at least 3 months. Maybe not drastic improvement, but you're going to sense you're on the right path. I am hearing very clearly you will have a deep inner knowing of when the actions you take, the lessons you're learning, the people with whom you're connecting are in alignment with your future highest self. And I'm hearing it's going to get so much better. I'm hearing the level of delight that you can currently imagine. I'm hearing you cannot imagine the level of delight you will soon feel. I'm getting this sense of almost giddiness, of like a giggle caught in the back of my throat. I'm getting this image of people sitting back and eating the popcorn as they're waiting for things to just fall back into place for you and to see how you react. So I'm very much seeing group one, that your future self knows you've had a lot of trials. You've had a lot of burdens to carry, and you may still be carrying them. But I'm seeing your future self wants you to know you have the support to achieve the life you're dreaming of. And while it may not go as quickly as you want it to, while it may not arrive as quickly as you want it to, it is coming, and it's going to be even better than you can currently imagine. Thank you, Group 1, for joining me today. I hope this message resonated with you, and if it didn't, that's A-okay. It just means we're not on the same vibration at the moment. If it did resonate with you, I ask that you leave a like and subscribe if you feel so motivated, and if not, that's absolutely okay. And I hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Up card. And in this card, I'm seeing that you are either currently or will soon be leveling up in one or more areas of your life. I'm seeing that your future self is saying that this leveling up may leave you feeling like you're on shaky ground, like you're not very grounded. It may leave you feeling tense and shaky, possibly afraid, dealing with a sense of unease. And what your future self is saying is that any fears or unease you feel around this leveling up is unfounded. I'm hearing that in whatever format this level up takes, it's going to benefit you on so many aspects of your life. It's going to impact your emotional stability. It's going to impact your communication with yourself and others. I'm hearing that the benefits you're going to see from this leveling up, be that in terms of spirituality, be that in terms of gaining a skill, be that in terms of developing new relationships, however it manifests for you, I'm hearing that the benefits you see and feel will not just be for you, but will ripple outward from you to everyone in your life. So that as you level up, so too do those around you. I'm hearing that because you're leveling up, new opportunities are coming your way. New offers are going to be given to you. You may already be seeing the start of this up-leveling, but I'm seeing the growth you are about to experience is beyond what you can currently expect. And I'm hearing, be not afraid. I'm hearing Mama Odie. This is going to be good. Mama Odie from The Princess and the Frog. I'll link the clip I'm thinking of. I'm hearing, you've got this. I'm hearing that through this level up, regardless of what area of your life it occurs in, it's going to draw up your other stats, if you will, as well. Let's get further into your reading. I'm seeing in the Temperance card that your future self thanks you for maintaining as much balance as possible during this leveling up process. I'm seeing your future self thanks you for doing your best to keep your emotional state stable, for taking whatever steps you feel called to that feel right, even if they feel slightly scary. I'm hearing, thank you for taking the risk, knowing that the reward is greater than whatever discomfort you feel at the beginning of the process. I'm hearing, thank you for listening to your gut. Thank you for listening to the signs you see and hear. Thank you for filling your own cup. Thank you for doing what makes you feel fulfilled and happy. Thank you for taking the steps necessary to become who it is you want to be. Thank you for the work you've been putting in. Thank you for staying on the path you're currently on, or moving to the path you know you need to be on for some of you. I'm hearing thank you for knowing that even in moments of unbalance, in moments when the scales seem to be tipping out of your favor, thank you for knowing they will shift back into your favor and shift back on such a level that when it comes back to stability, that new stable point is already so much better than what you can currently imagine. In the Page of Wands, I'm seeing that your future self thanks you for pursuing this new creative opportunity, this new passion project, for learning a new skill for some of you. I'm hearing, oh, that's cool, I should try that. I'm hearing, I wonder how difficult that is to learn. I'm hearing, worth my time. I'm hearing almost a keyboard sound, but particularly in terms of like computer keyboard. I'm hearing for some of you, if you're watching at the time this is being filmed and shortly after it goes up, I'm hearing for some of you that participating in NaNoWriMo might be something you want to do, might be something you're being encouraged to do. For others of you, I'm hearing it's something related to gaming on the computer. For others of you, I'm hearing music being practiced. For others, I'm hearing the introduction to a vlog. I'm seeing craft supplies. I'm hearing, oh, remember, there's that sale, and also watch for that sale. So if you haven't yet gotten the supplies for what it is you're feeling called to try, I'm hearing wait up to a few weeks because you may find a good deal, which will help increase your joy and excitement in starting it. I'm hearing for some of you, I'm seeing some of you journaling, and that for those of you that are, particularly in terms of journaling by hand, journaling in an actual book, I'm hearing keep your plans close to the vest. Don't advertise yet. I'm hearing some of the work needs to be done behind the scenes at first. Although I'm hearing that no later than 3 months into whatever it is you're doing, for those of you, particularly for those of you, I'm hearing pen scratching. I'm hearing that in those instances, while you're planning, while you're getting things started, it's important to keep it mostly secret. Not from everyone. You'll know who it's okay to share it with. But I'm hearing that around the 3-month point, possibly sooner, not much later, but around the 3-month point, it will be important to share that with someone. And I'm not sure who. I wonder if who is a purposeful slip of the tongue. But I'm hearing that, well, I don't know who it is you need to share it with. You will know. Your future self says you will know instinctively when the time is right and with whom it should be shared. In the Lovers, I'm hearing that your future self is asking you to release any stress around relationships. I'm hearing, if you're not currently in one, the time is not right, but trust it will happen. But right now you're being asked to focus on this passion project instead. I'm hearing that for those of you who are in a relationship, I'm hearing avoid petty fights. I'm hearing let it go. I'm hearing your time is better spent elsewhere. Not in terms of leaving the relationship. That is absolutely not what I'm hearing for the majority of you. That's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's more important to seek ease in the relationships you have. And I'm seeing that both for romantic and platonic. I'm seeing that for familial as well. I'm seeing for some of you, it's not worth fighting with your parents. It's better to just, at least for this time period, your future self is saying it's better to bite your tongue and keep your energy focused elsewhere. For others of you, I'm hearing there's going to be comfort in the relationships you have. There's going to be comfort you need to seek. But before you can find that comfort, you have to let go of any pain or frustration or annoyances you're still holding on to. I'm hearing, for some of you, it's not about relationships, it's about releasing any attachment to temptation. I'm hearing there may be a habit you know is not good for you, that your future self is asking you to let go of. I'm also hearing release your worries to the universe. I'm hearing prayer for some of you. I'm seeing sitting with your hand on your heart quietly and offering up your fears and worries. I'm hearing, even if you know you have to pick them back up again, I'm hearing just for this moment, I let it go. Just for this moment, I trust the universe to hold it for me so that I can focus on bettering myself. I'm hearing, please hold this safe for me, and I will pick it up again in the morning. And I'm hearing your future self is saying you will find that when you go to pick those worries back up, they are not as heavy as when you set them down. And your final advice cards, I'm seeing that as part of this passion project, your future self is telling you to find a mentor. And that doesn't have to be an actual personal relationship with someone. I'm hearing for some of you that's finding someone on YouTube or through some other course-based website to find a subject matter expert in what it is you're trying to grow. I'm hearing that for others of you, you're going to meet someone soon who can help you on this path, who will aid you in this leveling up. I'm hearing that for many of you, this is someone with whom you have a soul contract who is meant to come in and be your teacher, be your mentor, be your friend. For some of you, I'm hearing that this will be a lifelong relationship, and for others, I'm hearing that it will last for the time that is needed. In the listening to wisdom card, again, I'm hearing this: find a teacher, find a mentor, find a friend. And for some of you, I'm hearing that this can be somebody who's already in your life and that the relationship is going to slightly shift. I'm hearing that by seeking out advice from someone, by sharing what you're going through, what you're trying to manifest, when the time is right, and you'll know that this will really help you on the path to your future self. I'm also hearing look for the signs. I'm hearing ask for a sign. And in terms of that, it's usually best to go with whatever pops into your head first. When you're about to ask for confirmation of something, when you're about to ask for proof that you're on the right path, or proof of something that you're trying to manifest, that it's on its way, I'm hearing the best thing you can do is ask for the first thing that comes to mind. I'm also hearing don't expect it to manifest immediately, but give the universe a few days in which for that sign to manifest, for that sign to show up. I'm hearing 3 to 5 days. I'm also hearing something about lights. I'm hearing something about wishing on a star. And I'm suddenly hearing airplanes, and I'll link the song below. I'm hearing the opening song to the 10th Kingdom as well, and I'll link that below as well. I'm hearing you'll know what wish you need to make. You'll know when it's safe to wish. I'm hearing you may hear clairaudient messages. I'm hearing that your future self and your guides are trying to communicate with you by having quotes and songs and snippets of conversation pop into your head. I'm hearing the messages can be soft, like a whisper on the wind. And I'm hearing also that sometimes they can be as loud as the bird that lives next door to me that is often squeaking and squawking through the night and waking me up. I'm hearing waking me up. I'm hearing that some messages will come through loudly. I'm hearing that it will feel like a wake-up call in certain instances. And I'm hearing ask for an animal symbol, and you'll know which one to ask for. And that when that animal reappears, either in actuality or as a sticker or as a word in a song, whenever you see a reference to it, you're going to know that's your future self saying, you've got this and you're on the right path. In the Akasha card, I'm seeing that your future self is saying through this leveling up, you're going to travel to places you want to visit. You're going to connect with your past in ways you have not before. You're going to see patterns that you need to break. And you're going to find the path is clear. The path to who it is you're becoming, the path to this future self that is coming through in this reading. I'm hearing yellow brick road. It's going to be quite visible to you. I'm also hearing you have no power over me from Labyrinth. I'm hearing be wary of where you are allowing your energy to be drained. Be wary of how you give your power away. I'm hearing reclaim your power in certain instances. I'm hearing know your worth. I'm hearing honor the future you want to build, and it in turn will honor you. I'm hearing beyond your wildest dreams. I'm hearing head in the clouds and feet on the ground. I'm hearing co-create. Know what it is you're dreaming of and take the steps to bring that into reality, because in doing so, you're going to find the way cleared. I'm hearing that though the path to you may seem winding, it is actually a straight road to who it is you're becoming. Overall, group 2, from your future self, I'm hearing you are on the right path to who it is you want to be, to who it is you're meant to be. And I'm hearing that you are fully supported and that it's going to be not just okay, but grand, great, magical. So thank you, Group 2. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, that's okay. Take what did resonate and leave the rest behind. If you enjoyed this reading, I ask that you leave a like and subscribe if you feel so motivated. And I hope to see you again in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Voice card. And in this card, I'm seeing that your future self wants you to know you have something important to share. That your story and your voice are important. That you shouldn't be afraid to speak up on behalf of yourself and others. That you should trust that what it is you are sharing is making a positive impact. That you shouldn't be afraid to spread your message. That you should speak loudly and proudly, strong and clear. That you should have confidence when it comes to sharing what it is you know you need to share. That you should know that in doing so, you're following the path you are being called to follow. But also, when you speak, to speak from a place of love and inner knowing. In the Knight of Cups, I'm seeing that your future self thanks you for sharing your message. I'm seeing that your future self thanks you for being a voice of love, a voice of emotional support. I'm seeing that your future self thanks you because the words that you share are going to place you in the position of being a knight in shining armor for others. And more importantly, are going to help them realize they can be their own knight as well. I am seeing that your future self thanks you for stepping into this role, for having the courage to speak out, for having the courage to lead from a place of vulnerability, for having the courage to wear your heart on your sleeve. I'm seeing your future self thanks you for being open while still protecting your own energy, while still protecting your own heart and your mental stability. And Healing Waters, I'm hearing your future self thanking you for knowing that by sharing whatever it is you are meant to share, whatever you're feeling called to share, you are healing not just yourself, but offering healing to others. That through the communication you give, you are nourishing not just your own soul, but offering respite and comfort to those who feel lost and alone, to those who feel abandoned. I'm hearing that whatever it is you know you need to say, that through doing so, you're going to help whoever is listening feel as though they've reached an oasis, as though they've reached the path back to health, back to good, back to comfort. the path back to themselves. Chills. I'm hearing that your words are going to resonate, not just on a surface level, but for many, they're going to resonate on a deep emotional level. Ooh, I just got shivers up and down my spine. Group 2, or rather, sorry, Group 3. Maybe you should watch Group 2 as well. I'm hearing that by speaking from your heart, by listening as openly and from as loving of a position as you do when speaking, there's going to be this reciprocal energy of give and take, of blessings, of healing. And that whatever you give out will grow and return to you many times over. Your future self in the Five of Swords is asking you to walk away from battles you know you are not meant to fight, because your energy, your courage, your voice is better served elsewhere. I'm hearing your future self saying you need to release connections to those who you know will not listen. I'm hearing for some of you, there are people in your life you know you will not be able to move. I'm hearing that your future self needs you to release any guilt, any pain around knowing some hearts, some minds are closed to the message you want to share, to the message you're feeling called to share. And I'm hearing your future self thanks you for being a protector of yourself and others, and for knowing when to walk away, for knowing what battles to fight and when to retreat. In your final 2 cards, I'm seeing that this message you're being called to share is very much part of your true calling. I'm seeing that, oh, this is interesting. There's so much night energy. I'm seeing that you're being asked by your future self to trust in your own strength, to trust that you are protected, and to trust that inner knowing of yours when it asks you to stand up for someone else, when it asks you to stand up for yourself and your own beliefs, when it asks you to listen and take action. And I'm hearing that by sharing your voice, by being this knight for yourself and others, you are going to come into a place of creative, emotional, and passionate power. I'm seeing that this message you have to share, it's a fire not just within you, it's a passion not just within you, but one, my heart is all warm, but one that's going to warm the heart of others. I'm seeing that your future self wants you to know that there is a form of magic, a form of miracles that will work through you as you share this message you're being called to share. And I'm hearing that your future self wants you to know that when you are true to your heart, when you are true to your own internal voice, and when you share that, you are in a place of power within yourself. And you become a safe haven for others. I'm hearing one of the things that may help you focus on staying on this path is repeating the mantra from the video I'll link below that Gabrielle shares. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? Particularly that bit about what would you have me say and to whom. Asking yourself that, being in touch with your heart center, listening to your inner voice, listening to your guides as you ask that question. I'm seeing that's the easiest way for you to stay in alignment with this path towards the future version of yourself that came through in this reading. So thank you, Group 3. I hope this message resonated with you, and if it did, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe if you feel so motivated, and if it did not resonate, I ask that you take that which did resonate and leave the rest behind. I hope to see you again in a future reading. Thank you. Hello, Group 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Divinity card. And in this card, I'm hearing your future self wants you to acknowledge your own divinity, to know that you are a living embodiment of source energy, of universal love, to acknowledge your own inner worth, to acknowledge your own inner spirit and your connection to past, present, and future, your connection to the universe, and your connection to others. I'm hearing your future self knows you are going or have recently gone through a spiritual awakening. I'm hearing your future self knows that the level of connection you're currently feeling may seem scary, but your future self wants you to know that this awakening, this calling to be an earth angel, to share your light with others, to take the messages you receive and communicate them to those around you, that this is a necessary step on your path to this future self that is coming through. And it will have impacts and ripples and an increase in power and abundance and blessings, in friendships, in calling in your soul family, in ways beyond what you can currently expect. In the Six of Pentacles, I'm hearing that your future self thanks you for giving back. Thanks you for sharing the abundance and blessings you receive with others. Even if that's as simple as sharing an intention for the blessings that you have received to ripple outwards to others that you encounter. I'm hearing that your future self thanks you for expressing gratitude for that which you have, for sharing where and what you can in the ways that feel right to you. I'm hearing your future self thanks you for knowing that whatever you get that whatever you get and whatever you give away returns to you many times over. I'm hearing that your future self thanks you for practicing gratitude. Your future self thanks you for doing what you can to maintain balance in aspects of your life, physically, emotionally, monetarily, mentally. I'm hearing your future self thanks you for connecting with others, for gracefully accepting that which is offered to you, that you know and feel is in alignment with your highest good, as well as sharing with others that which you know is in alignment with their highest good. I'm hearing your future self thanks you for practicing impartiality, for listening to both sides of a story before offering advice. I'm hearing your future self also thanks you for knowing when to simply listen, for knowing when advice is not wanted and not needed, for asking before offering advice. I'm seeing your future self thanks you for the energy you're sharing that is drawing new relationships toward you. Relationships that are meant to be in your life. And I'm seeing some of these are meant to help you learn something. Some of them are meant to help you grow, are meant to support you through the remainder of this life journey. In the Two of Pentacles, I'm seeing your future self once again thanks you for focusing on balance, on finding the place of ease between doing what is needed and what is necessary, and between honoring your own inner needs. I'm seeing your future self wants you to make sure that while you're being asked to give things away mainly in terms of emotional and mental support, I'm seeing and hearing that your future self thanks you for making sure you don't pour from an empty cup, for making sure your own energy stays balanced, for making sure your own mental and emotional stability is honored. I'm seeing your future self thanks you for taking opportunities to travel outside your comfort zone, whether that's in learning something new or in actually traveling. And I'm seeing your future self asks you to focus on opportunities that come in both expectedly and unexpectedly. I'm seeing your future self wants you to focus on the roles that you know you need to play, and on releasing the roles that no longer serve you. In the Ace of Cups, I see that your future self is asking you to release any blockages you've placed on your emotions. I hear that your future self is saying it's important to take the time to acknowledge any feelings you've buried, any memories that crop up unexpectedly from time to time, the ones that remind you of moments of pain and shame. It's important to work through those, to sit with them, to acknowledge them, and finally to let them go. It's important that you release this pain that no longer serves you, this energy of lower vibration of emotions and memories and relationships drain your cup rather than filling it. I'm seeing you're being asked to let these go because there's so much more coming in to fill your cup in ways that truly benefit you. And by holding on to these moments of pain that you know are no longer serving you, you're making it more difficult. It's taking more time for this abundance, this change, this communication from spirit, this inner knowing, this leveling up to build and to fill your cup. In your final cards, I'm seeing that your future self wants you to answer this call that you're feeling, wants you to know that this connection to your inner self, to your higher self, to your guides, to spirit, to the universe, this inner voice, this inner knowing that's calling you towards this path that's coming through. Your future self wants you to know it's safe to listen to that. It's important to listen to that and to follow through. I'm hearing that although the way may not seem clear, the destination, I'm suddenly seeing the end of Sleeping Beauty with the clouds changing colors. I'm hearing that the destination is not fully set yet because the future self that's coming through is still following this path because it is a true calling. And it's going to aid you in achieving the dreams you currently have and those you do not yet know. It's going to aid you in bringing your wishes into reality. And I'm hearing that one of the best ways you can connect with your future self, you can recenter and realign with this path, is through meditation. It's through connecting with water. It's through connecting with any animal friends in your life. It's through connecting with the signs and synchronicities you are seeing or being asked to see that spirit and your future self are sending. Overall, group 4, I'm hearing from your future self that there's a light within you that needs to be shared. And that in doing so, in sharing this, whatever this message happens to be, in sharing your light, the opportunities that are going to come to you are beneficial in ways that cannot yet be seen. I'm hearing your future self. I'm hearing from your future self that connecting with water and air, that connecting with the moon cycles and practicing the law of affirmation, or rather, that was an interesting slip, practicing the law of attraction by setting affirmations, by working with the moon to manifest and to release. This will just support you even more on this path. I'm hearing that meditation does not have to be sitting silently for long minutes, long hours at a go, but can be as simple as reconnecting with your breath, can be as simple as practicing yoga, as taking a moment to close your eyes, identify what you're feeling, identify where you're holding tension in your body and releasing it. I'm hearing that for some of you, meditation can come in the form of exercise, be that swimming, running, walking, Tai Chi, but through meditative movement. I'm hearing your future self saying they know it might seem scary. They know you might be feeling a little lost in the fog at the moment for some of you. But your future self is saying the path will clear. And that as long as you stay true to that which leaves you feeling balanced and safe and strong in your own power, as long as you stay true to what your heart and your inner knowing feel, you will stay on this right path to the future self who came through in this reading. Okay, group 4, that concludes your reading for today. I hope this resonated, and if it didn't, that's okay. Take what resonated and leave the rest behind. If it did resonate with you, I ask that you leave a like and subscribe if you feel so motivated, and if not, that's a-okay. I hope to see you again in a future reading. Thank you.